Welcome back to our YouTube channel Between the Pages, where we explore fascinating books and delve into their key ideas. Today, we have an exciting book summary for you, and it's none other than Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. In this single video, we'll take you on a captivating journey through the chapters of this thought-provoking book. Sapiens offers a unique perspective on the history of our species, Homo Sapiens, and how we've come to dominate the planet. Written by renowned historian Yuval Noah Harari, this book presents a sweeping narrative that spans thousands of years, exploring the origins of humans, the development of civilizations, and even venturing into the future of our species. Through this video, we aim to provide you with a concise yet comprehensive overview of the book's chapters, highlighting the key themes and insights it offers. So, whether you're already familiar with Sapiens or just getting started on your reading journey, this summary will offer you a valuable glimpse into the remarkable story of humankind. From the cognitive revolution that sparked our unique cognitive abilities to the agricultural revolution that forever changed our way of life, Sapiens takes us on a captivating exploration of the pivotal moments that shaped our species. We'll also delve into the unification of humankind through empires and trade, the profound impact of the scientific revolution, and even touch upon the future of Homo sapiens itself. So, sit back, relax, and prepare to embark on an intellectual adventure as we dive into the captivating chapters of Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. Without further ado, let's begin with the first chapter, An Animal of No Significance. Chapter 1, An Animal of No Significance. As we embark on this intellectual journey through the captivating chapters of Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, let's dive into the first chapter, An Animal of No Significance. Picture yourself in the vast savanna of Africa, thousands of years ago. A world untouched by the human presence as we know it today. In this ancient landscape, Homo sapiens were just one among many species, seemingly insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Yet, as Yuval Noah Harari eloquently describes, something remarkable happened. Our species, Homo sapiens, underwent a cognitive revolution that set us apart from all other creatures on Earth. It was during this cognitive revolution that our ancestors developed language, enabling them to communicate complex ideas, share knowledge, and collaborate on a scale that was previously unimaginable. This newfound ability allowed them to create shared myths, beliefs, and collective fictions that bound their communities together. These shared myths became the foundation for cooperation among large groups of humans, enabling us to form tribes, societies, and eventually, civilizations. It was through these collective stories that Homo sapiens began to shape the world around them, bending it to their will. However, as we reflect on our past, we must also confront the darker aspects of our history. Harari delves into the consequences of this cognitive revolution, the impact it had on our relationship with other species, the exploitation of resources, and the emergence of hierarchies and power structures within societies. An Animal of No Significance forces us to question our place in the world and the immense power we hold as a species. It encourages us to contemplate the ethical and moral implications of our actions and our responsibility in shaping the future of our planet. As we conclude this chapter, it becomes clear that Homo sapiens may have started as an animal of no significance, but through the cognitive revolution, we became something extraordinary, a species capable of changing the course of history. Chapter 2, The Tree of Knowledge. Imagine yourself in a time long ago, surrounded by early Homo sapiens, their minds ablaze with curiosity. It is in this setting that Harari explores one of the defining characteristics that sets us apart, the ability to acquire and share knowledge through language. The tree of knowledge represents the vast network of ideas, stories, and information that has been passed down from generation to generation. Through language, our ancestors were able to convey not only practical knowledge of survival, but also abstract concepts and complex thoughts, transcending the immediate present and enabling us to plan for the future. Harari delves into the power of myths and collective narratives, highlighting how these shared stories created a shared reality for human communities. These stories shaped our beliefs, values, and behaviors, fostering cooperation and enabling us to organize in large numbers. From the mythologies of ancient civilizations to the religious texts that have guided societies for centuries, the tree of knowledge has grown and branched out, shaping the diverse cultures and belief systems we see today. Yet, as the branches of knowledge expanded, so did the complexities and conflicts that arose from different interpretations and ideologies. The tree of knowledge became a double-edged sword, bringing both enlightenment and strife to our species. As we reflect on this chapter, we're reminded of the profound impact that knowledge has had on human history. It has propelled us forward, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. But it has also brought us to moments of division and discord, reminding us of the challenges we face in navigating the vast tree of ideas. The tree of knowledge continues to grow, and it is up to each one of us to tread its branches with caution, seeking wisdom and understanding, and nurturing a world where diverse knowledge can coexist harmoniously. Chapter 3: A Day in the Life of Adam and Eve. Close your eyes and imagine a time when Homo sapiens were hunter-gatherers, living in small bands and reliant on nature's bounties for survival. It is within this context that Harari introduces us to the epochal event known as the agricultural revolution. A Day in the Life of Adam and Eve invites us to witness the transformative shift from foraging to farming, as our ancestors began to domesticate plants and animals, forever altering the trajectory of our species. With the advent of agriculture, our ancestors no longer needed to constantly move in search of food. They settled down, tilled the earth, and cultivated crops. This newfound sedentary lifestyle brought about dramatic changes, both positive and negative, that reverberate through human history to this day. The consequences of the agricultural revolution were far-reaching. It led to population growth, the formation of larger and more complex societies, and the emergence of specialized roles and social hierarchies. As our food production became more efficient, surplus resources allowed for the growth of cities and the development of intricate civilizations. However, as we examine the ripple effects of the agricultural revolution, we also confront the challenges it posed. The shift from a diverse hunter-gatherer diet to a more limited agricultural one impacted our nutrition, health, and overall well-being. It also brought about new diseases and a heavier reliance on the natural environment, leading to deforestation and environmental degradation. A Day in the Life of Adam and Eve paints a vivid picture of this pivotal moment in human history, inviting us to reflect on the trade-offs and complexities that accompanied our transition to agriculture. As we conclude this chapter, we're reminded of the profound impact that this revolution had on our species. It laid the foundation for the complex societies we inhabit today, but it also raised fundamental questions about the sustainability of our practices and our delicate relationship with the natural world. Chapter 4: The Flood. Welcome back to our captivating exploration of Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. In our previous chapter, we witnessed the dawn of the agricultural revolution and the profound changes it brought to human societies. Now, let's dive deeper into the consequences of this revolution as we navigate through Chapter 4, The Flood. Imagine yourself standing on the banks of a great river, observing the ebb and flow of life around you. The floodwaters of the agricultural revolution have swept through the landscape, reshaping the world and human civilization as we know it. The flood delves into the consequences of the agricultural revolution, which enabled the formation of larger and more complex societies. As our ancestors settled into sedentary lifestyles, they created organized communities, constructed monumental structures, and established intricate systems of governance. However, this chapter also unveils the darker side of this progress. Harari reveals the inherent inequalities that arose with the growth of societies. With surplus resources, social hierarchies intensified, and individuals accumulated wealth and power, creating a stark divide between the privileged few and the masses. The flood forces us to confront the profound impact of collective myths and religions in shaping our societies. These shared narratives, rooted in human imagination, served as the bedrock of social order, but they also reinforced existing power structures, perpetuated biases, and justified exploitation. As we reflect on this chapter, we are confronted with the complexities and contradictions of human history. The floodwaters of progress and civilization have brought both advancements and challenges, and it is our responsibility to navigate these currents with wisdom and compassion. Just as the floodwaters shaped the landscapes, the flood shaped the trajectory of human societies, laying the groundwork for the diverse world we inhabit today. Chapter 5: History's Biggest Fraud. In our previous chapter, we explored the transformative consequences of the flood of progress and the rise of complex societies. Now, let's uncover a startling revelation as we delve into Chapter 5, History's Biggest Fraud. Imagine yourself in an ancient marketplace, filled with bustling activity and vibrant colors. It is within this lively setting that Harari unveils the profound impact of the agricultural revolution on our diets, health, and overall well-being. History's Biggest Fraud delves into the fundamental shift in our diet that accompanied the agricultural transformation. Our ancestors, who once enjoyed a diverse range of foods through hunting and gathering, began to rely heavily on a small selection of crops, such as wheat, rice, and maize. While this shift brought stability and increased food production, it also marked a significant departure from the varied and nutrient-rich diets of our hunter-gatherer ancestors. Harari exposes the fraud perpetrated by agriculture as it led to a decline in human health, resulting in shorter lifespans, increased susceptibility to diseases, and dental problems. This chapter challenges our perceptions of progress and prompts us to question the cost of our agricultural advancements. While agriculture provided sustenance for growing populations, it also came with hidden health consequences that our species had to grapple with. The discovery of this historical fraud compels us to examine our present-day food systems and consider the importance of maintaining a balanced and diverse diet for the well-being of both individuals and societies. Chapter 6: Building Pyramids. Picture a world where civilizations rise, empires flourish, and monumental structures pierce the skies. This chapter invites us to witness the emergence of complex human societies and the extraordinary feats of engineering that marked their existence. It delves into the captivating story of pyramids, those majestic structures that have captured our imagination throughout the ages. Building Pyramids explores the intricate relationship between power, hierarchy, and human cooperation. It unveils the remarkable collaborative efforts that enabled our ancestors to construct these awe-inspiring edifices, which still stand as testaments to their ingenuity and collective achievements. To better understand the profound dynamics at play, let's consider an example that illuminates the relationship between power and human cooperation. Imagine an ancient civilization with a charismatic and influential ruler who aspires to build a monumental pyramid as a symbol of their authority and glory. In order to realize this ambitious vision, the ruler harnesses the labor and resources of the entire society. This example reveals the intricate interplay between power, hierarchy, and human cooperation. The ruler's authority and vision inspire people to come together, pooling their skills, knowledge, and efforts to undertake the monumental task of pyramid construction. Building pyramids invites us to ponder the incredible achievements that humans are capable of when organized under hierarchical structures. It challenges us to critically examine the impact of power dynamics on the collective endeavors of our species throughout history. As we reflect on this chapter, let us consider the enduring legacy of pyramids and other architectural wonders. They not only testify to the triumphs of human ingenuity but also remind us of the immense power and responsibility that come with wielding authority and inspiring cooperation. Chapter 7: Memory Overload. Imagine a time when humanity's knowledge was held within the confines of memory, passed down through generations in the form of stories, traditions, and oral histories. This chapter invites us to explore the revolutionary development of writing and the profound impact it had on expanding human knowledge. Memory overload sheds light on the transformative power of written records and their far-reaching consequences for human cultures. It delves into the birth of writing, the preservation of information, and the enduring legacy that written records have left behind. To better understand the significance of writing, let's consider an example that highlights its impact on human knowledge. Imagine a society in which important information, lessons, and stories were transmitted solely through oral tradition. While this allowed for a rich and dynamic form of communication, it also posed limitations. Details were subject to human memory, interpretation, and the constraints of time. This example reveals the power of writing in overcoming the challenges of memory. With the advent of writing, knowledge could be captured, preserved, and transmitted across time and space with greater precision and fidelity. Memory overload prompts us to reflect on the profound impact of written records on human cultures. It opened new avenues for learning, fostered the accumulation of knowledge, and allowed for the development of complex societies and specialized fields of study. Memory overload teaches us that the written word is a precious gift, an enduring legacy that allows us to transcend the limitations of time and memory. Let us embrace the responsibility of preserving and expanding human knowledge through the written word, ensuring that the lessons of the past continue to guide us into the future. Chapter 8: There is no justice in history. Imagine a world where the concept of justice as we know it today was absent. This chapter challenges us to confront the harsh reality that throughout history, justice has often been elusive, and the scales of fairness have tipped in favor of the powerful. There is no justice in history explores the complex dynamics of power, authority, and the uneven distribution of resources and opportunities across human societies. It invites us to critically examine historical events through a lens of justice and question our assumptions about the fairness of the past. To better understand the absence of justice in history, let's consider an example that illustrates the pervasive nature of social inequality. Imagine a society where a small elite holds vast amounts of wealth and power while the majority struggle to meet their basic needs. In such a system, the powerful can shape the course of history to serve their interests, often at the expense of the marginalized. This example highlights the stark reality that justice has not always been a prevailing force throughout human history. It reminds us that power imbalances and systemic injustices have shaped the course of events, leaving many without a fair chance at prosperity and fulfillment. There is no justice in history urges us to confront the uncomfortable truths of our collective past. It challenges us to recognize the need for a more equitable and just future by learning from the mistakes and injustices of the past. As we navigate the complexities of history, let us strive to create a world where justice is not merely an abstract ideal but a lived reality for all. It is within our power to challenge unjust systems, amplify marginalized voices, and work towards a more inclusive and fair society. Chapter 9: The Arrow of History. Imagine a world in which the trajectory of human history is not random but guided by underlying forces and patterns. This chapter invites us to contemplate the concept of progress and the direction in which humanity has been moving throughout the ages. The Arrow of History delves into the fascinating idea that human history is not merely a series of disconnected events but a journey propelled by innovation, knowledge, and cultural evolution. It challenges us to examine the driving forces that have shaped our collective destiny. To better understand the concept of progress, let's consider an example that illustrates the evolutionary nature of human societies. Imagine a world where early humans lived in small, nomadic groups, constantly searching for food and shelter. Over time, through the development of agriculture and the growth of settlements, these societies began to transform and flourish. This example demonstrates the forward momentum of human history. It highlights how the acquisition of new knowledge, the advancement of technology, and the organization of communities have propelled us forward, leading to greater complexity, interconnectedness, and the expansion of human capabilities. The Arrow of History prompts us to reflect on the remarkable progress we have made as a species. From the invention of the wheel to the exploration of space, from the dawn of agriculture to the advent of the Internet, each step forward has shaped our world and transformed our lives. The Arrow of History reminds us of the immense potential within each of us to contribute to the ongoing story of humanity. Let us embrace our role as agents of progress, working towards a world that is more inclusive, sustainable, and compassionate. Chapter 10: The Scent of Money. Picture a world where objects of value are exchanged through a universal medium, a medium that transcends cultural boundaries and ignites the engines of trade and commerce. In this chapter, we delve into the fascinating realm of money and its profound impact on human societies. The scent of money unravels the intricate web of economic systems and the role of money as a catalyst for human cooperation, wealth accumulation, and societal transformation. It invites us to explore the origins of money and its evolving forms throughout history. To grasp the significance of money, let us consider an example that illustrates its power. Imagine a society where individuals rely solely on barter, exchanging goods and services directly without a standardized medium of exchange. While this system can work on a small scale, it becomes cumbersome as economies grow and become more complex. This example reveals the inherent limitations of barter and the need for a more efficient means of trade. Enter money, a universally accepted representation of value that streamlines economic transactions, facilitates specialization, and unlocks the potential for economic growth and prosperity. The scent of money prompts us to reflect on the profound impact of money on human societies. It has fueled exploration, funded scientific discoveries, and driven technological advancements. It has shaped empires, fueled revolutions, and transformed the lives of countless individuals. As we journey through this chapter, let us recognize the power that money wields and the responsibilities it entails. It is not merely a tool of commerce but a force that shapes the very fabric of our societies. Let us strive for a balanced and equitable distribution of wealth, ensuring that the scent of money reaches every corner of our world. The scent of money challenges us to re-examine our relationship with wealth and the pursuit of prosperity. Let us remember that while money has the power to drive progress, it must be wielded with wisdom and compassion to create a more just and sustainable future. Chapter 11: Imperial Visions. Imagine a world where empires rise and fall, their borders expanding and contracting like the ebb and flow of tides. In this chapter, we embark on a journey through the realm of imperialism, exploring the ambitious visions that shape the course of history. Imperial Visions delves into the intricate tapestry of empire building and the desire for power, domination, and territorial expansion. It challenges us to examine the motivations, methods, and consequences of imperial ambitions throughout different epochs. To better understand the allure of empire, let us consider an example that illuminates the impact of imperial visions. Imagine a powerful civilization with a thirst for dominance, driven by a belief in its own superiority. This civilization embarks on a campaign of conquest, subjugating neighboring lands, imposing its culture, and expanding its influence. This example illustrates the imperial vision, the desire to extend one's dominion and exert control over others. It raises profound questions about the nature of power, the rights of the conquered, and the ethics of empire. Imperial Visions compels us to confront the complex legacy of empires. It urges us to recognize the far-reaching consequences of imperial ambitions, which often include cultural assimilation, economic exploitation, and the imposition of new social orders. As we delve into this chapter, let us critically examine the imperial visions of the past and their enduring impact on our present world. Let us consider how the echoes of empire shape our societies, identities, and global relationships. Imperial Vision serves as a reminder of the need for empathy, understanding, and respect in our interactions with diverse cultures and nations. Let us strive to learn from history, recognizing the flaws and limitations of imperial aspirations as we forge a more inclusive and interconnected future. Chapter 12: The Law of Religion. Imagine a world where beliefs and rituals shape the lives of individuals and communities, providing a moral compass and a framework for social order. In this chapter, we explore the profound influence of religion on human societies and the development of law. The law of religion delves into the intricate relationship between religious systems and the creation of legal codes. It challenges us to examine how religious beliefs have shaped and governed human behavior throughout history. To better understand the intertwining of religion and law, let us consider an example that illuminates their interconnected nature. Imagine a society where religious principles form the foundation of its legal system. Laws are derived from sacred texts, and religious leaders hold significant authority in interpreting and enforcing them. This example highlights how religion has historically played a crucial role in shaping moral codes and legal frameworks. It raises profound questions about the relationship between faith, justice, and societal norms. The law of religion compels us to critically examine the impact of religious laws on individual freedoms, social cohesion, and the pursuit of justice. It prompts us to reflect on the tensions that arise when religious principles intersect with evolving social, cultural, and ethical values. As we delve into this chapter, let us approach the subject with an open mind, recognizing the diversity of religious beliefs and their multifaceted influence on human societies. Let us explore the complexities of religion and law, seeking to understand the nuances and implications of their interplay. The law of religion challenges us to reflect on the role of faith and belief systems in shaping our understanding of justice, morality, and human rights. Let us engage in meaningful dialogue and bridge the gaps between different worldviews, fostering empathy, respect, and mutual understanding. Chapter 13: The Secret of Success. Imagine yourself in the lush African savanna, the land of our ancestors. The scorching sun casts a golden hue over the landscape as you observe the incredible diversity of life around you. In this vibrant setting, Harari unravels the enigma behind Homo sapiens' unparalleled triumph over other species. The Secret of Success takes us deep into the realm of human cooperation. It explores how our species, despite physical limitations and lacking natural advantages, manage to form intricate social structures and conquer the world. Harari reveals that our ability to cooperate on a large scale played a pivotal role in our success. Through shared myths, collective beliefs, and trust, Homo sapiens were able to band together in large numbers, form complex social networks, and collaborate in ways that no other species could. This chapter sheds light on the cognitive mechanisms that enabled us to forge alliances, coordinate actions, and establish social norms. It explores the power of storytelling, empathy, and our unique capacity for imagination, which allowed us to create shared narratives and build bonds of trust within our communities. The Secret of Success challenges us to reflect on the significance of cooperation in our modern world. It reminds us that our ability to collaborate and work towards common goals is essential for addressing the challenges we face today, be it climate change, social inequalities, or global conflicts. As we conclude this chapter, we are reminded that our collective success as a species lies not in our individual prowess, but in our ability to come together, to empathize, and to cooperate for the greater good. Chapter 14: The Discovery of Ignorance. Imagine a world where knowledge is revered, where humans seek answers to the mysteries that surround them. In this chapter, we embark on a journey of intellectual humility, where the recognition of our own ignorance becomes the gateway to deeper understanding. The Discovery of Ignorance delves into the fascinating notion that the quest for knowledge is not driven solely by what we know but by our awareness of what we don't know. It challenges us to confront the limitations of human understanding and embrace the pursuit of truth with humility. To better grasp the significance of the discovery of ignorance, let us consider an example that illuminates its transformative power. Imagine a society where individuals believed they possessed all the answers, where curiosity was stifled and questioning was discouraged. Progress and innovation would stagnate, and the boundaries of knowledge would remain unexplored. This example highlights the profound impact of embracing ignorance as a catalyst for intellectual growth. It opens the doors to inquiry, experimentation, and the pursuit of new insights. It fuels scientific discoveries, technological advancements, and the expansion of human knowledge. The discovery of ignorance compels us to challenge our preconceived notions, to embrace the unknown, and to question the established beliefs that govern our lives. It urges us to cultivate intellectual curiosity and to be open to the possibility of revising our understanding based on new evidence. As we venture into this chapter, let us recognize that our quest for knowledge is a never-ending journey. It is through the discovery of our own ignorance that we uncover new frontiers, push the boundaries of human understanding, and make sense of the complex world we inhabit. The discovery of ignorance invites us to foster a culture of intellectual curiosity, to celebrate the questions that have yet to be answered, and to approach the mysteries of the universe with awe and wonder. Let us embrace our collective ignorance as the foundation for growth, progress, and the pursuit of truth. Chapter 15: The Marriage of Science and Empire. Imagine a world where scientific inquiry intertwines with the ambitions of empires, where knowledge becomes a tool for expansion and domination. In this chapter, we delve into the intricate relationship between science and empire, exploring how they influenced and shaped each other throughout history. The marriage of science and empire invites us to examine the intersection of knowledge and power, and how scientific endeavors have often been intertwined with imperial agendas. It challenges us to critically analyze the impact of this alliance on human societies and the pursuit of truth. To better understand the dynamics between science and empire, let us consider an example that illustrates their interconnected nature. Imagine a powerful empire that seeks to expand its dominion through exploration and conquest. In its quest for control, the empire sponsors scientific expeditions, funding research to gain an edge over its rivals. This example sheds light on the ways in which science and empire have collaborated throughout history. Scientific discoveries fueled imperial ambitions, providing knowledge of new lands, resources, and technologies that enabled conquest and colonization. The marriage of science and empire compels us to critically examine the ethical dimensions of this relationship. It prompts us to reflect on the responsibility of scientists, the impact of their work on marginalized communities, and the potential exploitation of knowledge for imperial gains. As we embark on this chapter, let us approach the subject with a critical eye, recognizing the complexities and nuances of the intertwined histories of science and empire. Let us acknowledge both the advancements and the injustices that have emerged from this alliance. The marriage of science and empire urges us to learn from history and strive for a more equitable and inclusive pursuit of scientific knowledge. It reminds us of the importance of scientific integrity, unbiased research, and the ethical responsibility of scientists in the face of power dynamics. Chapter 16: The Capitalist Creed. Imagine yourself in the bustling streets of a vibrant city, surrounded by towering skyscrapers and bustling marketplaces. It is within this dynamic setting that Harari unravels the intricate web of capitalism, a force that has shaped our modern world like no other. The Capitalist Creed invites us to explore the rise of capitalism and its profound influence on human societies. It traces the origins of this economic system and reveals the underlying beliefs and principles that drive its engine. To better understand the impact of capitalism, let's consider an example that highlights its transformative power. Imagine a small workshop in the heart of the Industrial Revolution. This once modest establishment has been catapulted into a center of mass production, thanks to the advent of new technologies and the capitalist drive for efficiency and profit. Through the lens of capitalism, the workshop owner seeks to maximize productivity and generate profits. This pursuit fuels innovation, mechanization, and specialization, ultimately leading to unprecedented economic growth and industrialization. The Capitalist Creed delves into the consequences of this economic system, exploring its impact on labor, wealth distribution, and social dynamics. It raises thought-provoking questions about the ethical implications of an economic framework driven by relentless pursuit of profit. As we reflect on this chapter, we are confronted with the complexities of capitalism, a system that has propelled societies to great heights but has also perpetuated inequalities and commodified human experiences. It is essential for us to critically examine the role of capitalism in our lives and consider how it aligns with our values and aspirations for a more equitable and sustainable world. Chapter 17: The Wheel of Industry. Imagine a world where the forces of industry shape human societies, where the invention of machines revolutionizes production and transforms the way we live. In this chapter, we delve into the profound impact of the wheel of industry on our civilization. The Wheel of Industry explores the pivotal role of technology and industrialization in shaping the modern world. It invites us to understand how the development of machines and the growth of industrial economies have shaped our lives and societies. To better comprehend the significance of the Wheel of Industry, let us consider an example that exemplifies its transformative power. Imagine a society transitioning from agrarian life to industrialized production. The invention of the steam engine, coupled with mass production techniques, unleashes an unprecedented wave of progress and economic growth. This example highlights the profound impact of the wheel of industry. It accelerates productivity, fosters economic development, and alters the social fabric of societies. It fuels urbanization, shapes new modes of work, and raises profound questions about the balance between progress and its consequences. The wheel of industry compels us to critically examine the costs and benefits of industrialization. It prompts us to reflect on the environmental, social, and economic consequences of mass production, consumerism, and the relentless pursuit of growth. As we embark on this chapter, let us approach the subject with a keen awareness of both the marvels and the challenges brought forth by the wheel of industry. Let us explore how technological advancements can be harnessed for the betterment of humanity while also addressing the inherent risks they present. The wheel of industry challenges us to navigate the complex intersections of technology, sustainability, and human well-being. It urges us to envision a future where innovation is harmonized with responsible stewardship of the planet and the equitable distribution of resources. Chapter 18: A Permanent Revolution. Imagine a world in constant flux, where change is not an occasional occurrence but a permanent fixture of human existence. In this chapter, we delve into the concept of a permanent revolution, exploring how our species has been shaped by ongoing transformations throughout history. A permanent revolution challenges us to reframe our understanding of progress and adaptation. It invites us to embrace the idea that change is not an aberration but an inherent part of the human experience. It prompts us to examine how revolutions, both cultural and technological, have propelled our species forward. To better comprehend the significance of a permanent revolution, let us consider an example that exemplifies its ever-present nature. Imagine a society transitioning from one dominant form of technology to another. The advent of the Internet and the digital revolution bring forth profound changes in communication, commerce, and social interactions. This example highlights the transformative power of a permanent revolution. It reshapes how we connect, gather information, and navigate the world. It challenges existing structures and norms, propelling us into new realms of possibilities and redefining what it means to be human. A permanent revolution compels us to adapt, to embrace change, and to cultivate the skills necessary to navigate an ever-evolving world. It urges us to foster resilience, open-mindedness, and a willingness to unlearn and relearn as new paradigms emerge. As we embark on this chapter, let us celebrate the resilience of our species, the ingenuity that drives progress, and the capacity to adapt in the face of constant change. Let us recognize that the future holds endless possibilities and that each revolution presents opportunities for growth and improvement. A permanent revolution encourages us to be active participants in shaping the trajectory of our shared human story. It prompts us to ask critical questions, challenge existing systems, and envision a future that is just, sustainable, and inclusive. Chapter 19: And they lived happily ever after. Imagine a world where humanity has achieved its ideal state, where peace, prosperity, and contentment reign supreme. In this final chapter, we delve into the concept of living happily ever after, exploring the aspirations and challenges of creating a harmonious and fulfilling human existence. And they lived happily ever after invites us to contemplate the ultimate goal of our collective human story. It prompts us to reflect on what it means to lead a fulfilling life, both individually and as a society. It challenges us to envision a future where happiness is not a fleeting moment but a sustainable state of being. To better grasp the significance of living happily ever after, let us consider an example that illustrates the complexities and aspirations associated with this concept. Imagine a society that prioritizes well-being, where individuals have access to basic necessities, healthcare, education, and a sense of belonging. This society strives for the holistic development of its citizens, emphasizing not just material wealth, but also emotional, social, and spiritual fulfillment. This example highlights the multifaceted nature of living happily ever after. It goes beyond mere material abundance and encompasses aspects such as mental and emotional well-being, social connections, and a sense of purpose and meaning in life. And they lived happily ever after compels us to reflect on the factors that contribute to a fulfilling life and a flourishing society. It invites us to reevaluate our values, systems, and priorities to ensure that the pursuit of happiness is not limited to a privileged few, but becomes a shared aspiration for all of humanity. As we embark on this final chapter, let us embrace the belief that living happily ever after is not a far-fetched fantasy but a collective endeavor. It requires us to nurture empathy, compassion, and collaboration. It demands that we confront the challenges of inequality, environmental sustainability, and the preservation of our shared resources. And they lived happily ever after inspires us to imagine a future where the well-being of individuals, communities, and the planet are intertwined. It calls us to strive for a society that values not only material progress, but also the intangible qualities that bring true joy and fulfillment. Chapter 20: The End of Homo Sapiens. Imagine standing at the crossroads of time, witnessing the closing chapter of Homo sapiens, the species that has dominated the Earth for millennia. This chapter invites us to contemplate the potential paths that lie ahead for humanity and the uncertain fate of our own species. The end of Homo sapiens takes us on a journey through possible scenarios that could shape our collective destiny. It explores the intersection of technological advancements, ecological challenges, and existential threats that pose unprecedented challenges to our survival. To better understand the challenges we face, let's consider an example that sheds light on the delicate balance between human progress and ecological sustainability. Imagine a future where the consequences of climate change and unchecked exploitation of resources have pushed the planet to the brink. The survival of our species depends on our ability to make radical changes, shift our priorities, and forge a harmonious relationship with the natural world. The end of Homo sapiens forces us to confront the uncomfortable truths about our impact on the planet and the urgent need for collective action. It explores the choices we must make to secure a future for ourselves and future generations, questioning the very essence of what it means to be human in the face of unprecedented challenges. As we reflect on this final chapter, we are reminded of the tremendous responsibility we bear as stewards of the earth and custodians of our own destiny. The future of Homo sapiens hinges on our ability to come together, transcend our differences, and forge a sustainable path forward. The end of Homo sapiens serves as a call to action, a reminder that the story of humanity is still being written. It is up to each one of us to shape that narrative, to envision a future where our species thrives in harmony with the planet and with one another. As we conclude this extraordinary journey through Sapiens, a brief history of humankind, let us carry with us the knowledge, insights, and the burning curiosity that have been ignited along the way. Let us engage in meaningful dialogue, challenge our assumptions, and continue to explore the boundless possibilities that lie before us. Congratulations on completing our exhilarating journey through the chapters of Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. We hope this immersive exploration has provided you with valuable insights, thought-provoking ideas, and a deeper understanding of our shared human story. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey through Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. We hope this book summary has ignited your curiosity, sparked meaningful conversations, and inspired you to explore the depths of our human story further. Remember to share your thoughts, insights, and reflections in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our future book summaries and intellectual explorations. As we part ways for now, let us embark on our individual paths, carrying the wisdom of Sapiens within us. May it guide us in our quest for knowledge, compassion, and a future where humanity flourishes in harmony with the world we call home.